I'm not even going to wait for anybody to get in here this time. People can rewind and do what they need to do. But I'm going to start first by reading something off of the People's Convoy page. Oh, I was wrong. It's not in yellow. It's in red. This is straight from the People's Convoy official page. Brian Brase is no longer an organizer nor affiliated with the People's Convoy and does not have the authority to speak on behalf of the People's Convoy. With that, I'm going to now let you hear directly from Brian Brase himself.
My audit. I think it's working. Find out shortly, won't we? On real quick. Heading into the shop. Hello, everybody. Continuing the charge, especially so like Mike can get out of there and get some work. He's been off work for a long time, and him and I talked about, swapping out, letting him go home and work for a little bit while I stay, pull the lead trailer or something. We had talked about that. I did talk about leaving, resigning. I did talk about getting out. I have made comments about it. And there's a period of time where I definitely felt like I needed to step away for a little while, especially after I left. The way things were going, I definitely did not agree with a lot of what was going on, but that's not my place. If I'm not there, they're the leadership, and they make those decisions. Doesn't matter how I feel. The bottom line is it's all good. There's no, before anybody tries to say we had a falling out or whatever, there wasn't a real falling out or anything. Not like drama-wise. They just are who they are, and I am who I am. And, I refuse to be a part of an organization that, I won't work with any of them in a formal organization and like a nonprofit. The People's Convoy, I think, applied for a 501c3 and stuff, which is fine. I mean, that's okay, but I don't have anything against that. I just won't be a part of that. I don't believe in that personally. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't believe in it personally. I'm not gonna serve on a board or some crap where I have to be, I guess, muzzled in what I say or don't say, or controlled by board members. I'm not going to do that. I believe in freedom. I believe in freedom of speech. I'm not going to be a part of something that puts me on a leash. I'm just not going to be. You can't stop me from speaking. You can't prevent me from being a part of things that I'm passionate about, and you can't stop me from want to say it. And when people try to curtail what I'm allowed to say or not say, I'm not going to be a part of that. There's no issues with them. Please don't start attacking them or nothing like that. Okay. Please don't. And there's no personal issue like a fight or nothing. It's just differences in beliefs. And America's a free country. And it's okay for them to go down the road that they feel is necessary for what they believe is better for the movement. I have difference of opinions. I trying to stay true to what this was all about when it started. And deviating from it or changing from it, again, is not a problem. I just don't align with it. That's it. They're a great group of people. They're busting their butts. And they're doing a lot of good things. Doesn't mean I agree with everything they're doing, because I definitely do not agree with a lot of what they're doing. But it doesn't mean it's wrong. Does not mean it's wrong. And, when it comes to Mike Mike. He's a high school buddy. We're buddies. At the end of the day, we're buddies. And that friendship comes before. That's actually part of the reason why I won't serve on a board with them, because I did one time. One time I was on a board with Marcus and Mike. Me and Mike actually started the United States Transportation Alliance, and we brought in a couple other people to help us found it and get it up and going. And it was an organization for truckers representing the driver, not the company, or not just owner operators. We were representing the person behind the wheel in DC, and we'd go to Washington every single month and speak at, speak to the FMCSA, speak to congressional leadership. Well, not just leadership, congressmen and women and senators. We'd speak to Congress and the Senate about issues pertaining to drivers in the trucking industry, like the ELD mandates and things like that, safety, training, all those kind of good stuff. And we had a great team of people put together, but kind of the same thing. And I see a lot of that same writing on the wall. Gets to a point where people are trying to control what I can say and do, and they want to keep me on a tight leash, and they don't like this and they don't like that. And they want this and they want that. And it seems to get away from what it was created for or what it was about. And that's what I see happening again. Not that it is. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying I have those feelings from past experience. I love Mike. Work hard with Mike. I love Marcus. I've done a lot of good things with Marcus. Marcus has a really good heart. Outside of organizing and planning, Marcus is a really great dude. He really is. He's a fantastic guy. Chris, I know, is a good person. I barely know her really, but I know her and her husband are great people. Rebecca is a phenomenal person. She's just an amazing soul. Love that woman. She is she's just, they got great people, and they're working with one organization I don't agree with and the other organization I love. So, it's just differences of opinions at the end of the day. That's really what it comes down to, and what we believe that the message should be about. And I'm a very vocal person. I can be stubborn, a little bit headstrong when I believe in something, and that causes clashes. You cause clashes. That's why I can't run a company, because I would just fire people. I hate when time's wasted. I hate, waiting 20 minutes for a 5-minute meeting to start. You know what I mean? Things like that. People not there when they should be there, or people demanding that you're there when you got more pressing and important things going on at the moment. So it's just differences in how we work, and still a great team of people. I still support them. I still support the People's Convoy as a whole. I support it, whether I agree or disagree with the messaging. Still support them as individuals. We'll say I support them as individuals. They're great people. But as far as to a message on the website, now there has been talk about me resigning. They asked me to put a statement out if I was indeed doing it. I haven't put out a statement because I really didn't know what I wanted to do yet. I've been struggling with family and work and other things going on in my personal life that I needed to get through and figure out and do, like taking care of my daughters and the woman of my dreams, being there for her like she needed. She didn't sign up for me to be gone for 3-4 months or whatever doing a People's Convoy. She's not against it anyway. She completely supports me, but I'm just saying that it's not fair to her. It's not fair to my daughters. But legitimately, I did make statements when as I've been home, about me not coming back. I did make those statements. A lot of them were made in frustration because I didn't like some of the things I saw, and I didn't want to be a part of some of the things that I've been seeing. Not that what they're doing is wrong. Again, I'm not saying that. I just disagree with some things. That's it. Again, I love those people as individuals. I think they're great people. Outside of the People's Convoy, on a personal level, they are fantastic people. But I'm not, I guess it's official. They put it on the website that I am no longer associated with the People's Convoy, and I no longer speak on behalf of the People's People's Convoy. So there you go. Guess I'm a free man. I'm an individual again, as everyone should be. Individual. Again, I'm going to stress that it does not matter who is leading the People's Convoy or who. None of that matters. The People's Convoy don't matter. Just you as an individual standing up. Just you as an individual standing up. That's what matters. That's what matters. It's important. They understand. That's what matters. You as an individual standing up. You should never have to follow one group, one convoy, one political party, one politician, one person. You should never, one leader, none of that. You should never, ever, ever, ever follow one person or one. However, with that said, I do believe in the People's Convoy. I do believe in those people, and I do believe that they're doing good things. So at the end of the day, it's ultimately my decision to walk away. Like I said, I made statements mostly through frustration, but I did make statements that I was resigning, that I was going to be walking away from it. I said, always speak the truth, even if it hurts you. Always speak from the truth, from the heart. I did make those statements. I did say those things, and I haven't gone back. I was looking forward to being a part of some rallies. I still plan to be. I'm not going to any rallies. So I'm an individual. I don't need to go and speak on behalf of the People's Convoy by any means. I'm an individual that has strong opinions about our freedoms. And I hope that I do a good job at motivating some of you to stand up. So it's what it is. But, you can't stop me from fighting for my freedoms, just like nobody can stop you from fighting for your freedoms. And you need to continue to stand up. And being a part of the People's Convoy is A-okay, and keep doing it. Keep being a part of it, keep supporting it, keep helping them, keep being active, keep sharing, keep doing things, keep being part of it. But you're an individual at the end of the day. And you need to stand up for yourself as well. So I've been saying that from the beginning. Don't follow a leader. I've been saying it from the beginning. So don't follow a leader. I still support them. Still, willing to help where I can if they ask. I'm still going to every rally I'm planning to right now. If the state decides they don't want me to speak, that's okay. I'll still come. Still come there. I'll be in the crowd waving my flag and cheering it on and supporting, marching and protesting because I believe in it. So I'm going to keep doing that. Kind of funny. There it is. It's back. Honestly, it's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. It's all good. I see some people saying stuff, but it's really not a big deal. It's all good. Wait here for a minute. I got to load some firewood this morning. There's Tropic Thunder truck right there. I got to load some firewood and pick up. But seriously, they're great people and they know what they're doing, and so there's no reason for any hate or anything like that towards it. Just differences of opinion. I saw somebody said, "Do you really need to say all this toxic stuff?" I don't think it's toxic. I think it's just speaking the truth. And again, I'm not tearing them down. I'm still supporting them. So I don't think that that's a toxic. I don't think this is a toxic video in any way. I think I'm doing. I think I'm doing the right thing. It has to be addressed. If I don't address it, then everybody says, "What do you mean you're gone? What do you mean? What do you mean? What happened? What happened?" And then a bunch of people speculate that there was some major falling out or something. And that's the last thing that we want to have is some major falling out. You know what I mean? Like that media or anybody speculates that, because all that does then is just like tear down the talk. I guess I'm sorry. It seems that way. It's not toxic. I don't believe it is. Again, I support People's Convoy. If you do too, continue to do so. Doesn't mean you have to agree with everything they do, but it's all good. And again, I'm high school buddies with Mike Landis. Grew up with the guy. I love him. Still do. There's no falling out there. And Marcus I've known for, 5 years or so. Great guy too. Love him. He's a big teddy bear. He's a great dude. Him and his wife are awesome people. They really are. Completely awesome people. But business is business, I guess. And differences of opinions have kept me away a little longer than I wanted to be away. But that's not a bad thing. They're being successful. They're doing good things. They're fighting in California. I think it's important. It's all good. All good. I am excited to continue the fight as a individual, standing up for my rights the way that I've encouraged everyone else to do. For a while, I've said, go to your states, rally at your stage, and stand up for yourself. I'm saying toxic equal wasn't addressed to you. Well, whatever. It's a good thing to talk about anyways. But, these guys are great people. The People's Convoy is a great thing, and I love it. You should continue to support it, and I have no problem continuing to support it. I do. I disagree with things, and I agree with others. I mean, that's all of it. Some of you on here right now probably disagree with some of the things I said. It's all good. All good. And honestly, when it comes to trucking events, there's one that's very near and dear to my heart that I love, that I basically walked away from and resigned for the People's Convoy. And, that kind of bothers me. It kind of bothers me.